Hello, everyone. Nice to see you here. I completely understand that only I'm standing between you and lunch. I will try to do my best to make it worth to wait. And I would like to talk with you about the direction of AI, probably the most underrated. It's edge AI or on-device AI. So everyone is thinking about how to use bigger model in cloud and bigger context window and so on. But edge AI, it's concentrated on small devices and AI that you're able to run on your mobile phone and your laptop. And in my talk, I will try to show you what is possible now and for which purposes and goals we can use this AI direction. So before we started, actually, who am I? My name is Sasha Denisov. I came from Berlin. I'm CTO and co-founder of Performant AI. We are building AI for e-commerce and help customers. But you know, my talk exactly not related to direction of Brainform AI because I'm in additional to this activity. I'm a community person and I'm Flutter AI and Firebase Google Developer Expert and Flutter community founder. So if you don't know what does mean Google Developer Expert, just don't hesitate and catch me after the talk, I will explain. The talk related one of my side activity of open source contribution. Okay, so let's get started. QR code to my LinkedIn. Don't hesitate to connect me there. Do you know who is it? It's Lewis Carroll. And about more than 100 years ago, he wrote, "It takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that." And it was about 20 years ago, and it perfectly describes the situation that we have now in AI world. So AI is evolving very, very fast. The pace is incredible. And we have to learn very fast just to be relevant. And if we would like to lead, to grow, we have to learn twice as fast as that. AI is evolving. So like 10 years ago, it was predictive AI. Then ChatGPT came first and started generative AI era. But now we are there on the third point of this scheme, is agentic AI. What does it mean, agentic AI, in comparison with just generative AI? Like AI agent. What is it? So when I start thinking about agent, what first came to my mind? Agent. What is AI agent? Something like this? Maybe. Yeah, of course not. Agentic AI is an AI that can perceive, reason, plan, and act. And probably one of the most important things are act. So interact somehow with the real world, not just be only chat, not only talk with you, not only generate for you something. And so together with the evolution of AI applications also are evolving. And now this time, AI applications can be like huge multi-agent scheme with a complex architecture and orchestration and so on. But we can do a lot of nice things with AI. But we forget about important things here. What about constant internet connection, about cloud bills, about privacy concerns? So sometimes when we are trying to get the best with AI powerful, we are just forgetting about this. But yeah, there is this direction that I'm talking about. It's on-device AI. Actually, we have on-device AI around already. So if you just take a look into your pocket, you'll find their mobile phone, and we have AI already there, like Apple Intelligence in iPhones, Gemini Nano in Google Pixels, we have Gemini Nano in Chrome browser, we have some AI in smartwatches, and smart TV, and so on. And it's already have capabilities to do a lot of interesting things. But it's built in. It's locked to a specific device, and there is only locked for models that are already there. You have almost no customization, no control. What if you would like to have on-device AI, your own, and use your own model? So there is also an answer, open models. Do you know what does mean open models? Please raise your hand if you know. Yeah, I prepared a slide for people who haven't raised their hand. Yeah, open model is kind of open source in the AI world. So models with open weights that you can just download, take it, and do whatever you want, like to retrain, upload somewhere, host where you wish, and so on. Actually, you know, I think, models that are open. It's Mistral, it's Qwen, DeepSeek, Llama, Gemma by Google. So all of these models are open, and you can download them and use. And models can be different size, different amount of training parameters, and you can choose a model that's best suitable for your purposes. And one model that I would like really to highlight is Gemma 3N. It's a model that was specifically prepared for using on mobile devices and in browsers. Actually, it's the same model as we know as Gemini Nano, but published as an open one. Yeah, and the interesting thing is that this model is multimodal. What does mean multimodal? It means that the model can take not only text, but it can take images and even voice and generate text for you. Let's imagine that model is a car. So it's just base model. The model is big context window, a really fast model for fast inference. Model fine-tuned for specific purposes. But if you would like to have a car in on the road, just car is not enough. No car drives without a driver, yeah? We need a driver. So if car is a model, driver is a runtime. So to run model on device, we need a runtime. And no runtime, no inference, of course. And there are tons of different on-device ML runtimes that tell you to run your models in mobile devices, in browsers, and so on. How to choose which runtime is best for your purposes. This slide I prepared to highlight the top 3 of ecosystems for on-device runtime. We have Llama CPP, it's open source runtime for GGUF format models. We have Google Edge AI. It's a runtime for Google ecosystem on TensorFlow Lite, Lite RT models. And we have an NX runtime by Microsoft. So how to choose which is better for you? So actually, it depends on many factors. In which ecosystem you prefer to work, in which format model you already have, maybe, and so tons of different choices. But if you don't know, still, I can propose the simplest approach. You can pick the runtime you like. Does it work for you? And it works good? Take it. If not, try another one. Where to get open models? So there are few places, a few resources when you can find open models. You can find data sets for these models. Hugging Face, Kaggle, or of course GitHub. So you can try to choose models that better for you, find Hugging Face, download it, maybe fine-tune it, and work with it. Okay, and a little bit not about AI. Please raise your hand if you know what Flutter is. Yeah, me. But I'm speaker. I should know, yeah, because I prepared this slide. Yeah, for people who haven't raised their hand, Flutter is a framework made by Google for cross-platform framework for creation mobile and web applications from one code base. It's a really nice framework and increases the speed of implementation of such applications. And since 2022 or 2023, I don't exactly remember, Flutter supports not only web and mobile, it supports desktop as well. So you have one code base, and you can prepare application for Windows, Linux, macOS, and Android, iOS, and web. So one code base, 6 platforms. And it's only officially supported platforms. There are many unofficially supported platforms as well. Why I'm talking about Flutter? Because I used to be a Flutter developer and a Flutter expert, so I love this framework. And actually, my path with on-device AI started with preparing plugin for Flutter developers that allows to work with on-device AI. So it's my open source contribution, Flutter Gemma plugin. And few examples what we can do with the Flutter and on-device AI. So it's just simple examples. As a browser and mobile phone, we can do chat. We can do chat, I told. Come on. Back. Okay. One more. Yeah, it started. Should start it. Yeah, okay, I don't know why web decided not to talk with us. But yeah, we have Android. Actually, nothing special, just chat, but the thing is everything happens on device. So model utilize the power of your device. It works without internet connection. It will work without paying money and without any privacy concerns because all happens on device. And just chat is not only things that we can do. There are much more capabilities. For example, multimodality. As I mentioned, Gemma 3N supports multimodal input. So the case is, I was in Japan. Please, work. Okay, so example looks like doesn't work. It's just internet connection, sorry, because it's video. I don't know why it... So thing is, I just uploaded a ticket to Expo. There was a mix of Japanese and English language, and it works. The second one is a function calling. So you can interact with the real world. I just ask, change background color to green. And it changed. So a third one is a thinking mode. You can check how model thinks for models that support this approach. Okay. And probably the biggest example that we have, made by a friend of mine. So everything happens on device. I swear, when I checked everything, it was working. Okay, I can show this example for you afterwards if you're interested. So an example, we can ask agent to go to gallery, check photos, and so on. It works. So there is multimodal pipeline that we can use. we can use just STT and LLM to provide video and text, or native multimodal model, and use TTS back, or function calling, or text response. There is use cases, which we can do with vision and audio on device. Menu translation, visual co-accessibility, voice controlled agent, a lot of cases. Function calling. When we give to model opportunity to interact with the real world. So as you can just change the color, it's the simplest examples. We can do a lot of different things because we have access to hardware of mobile phone. We can have access to calendar, to microphone, Bluetooth, whatever, and give agent access to these things. And so also a lot of use cases for function calling. And if you need to have a memory for agents, you also can do it on device. Rack on device is possible. You just use not cloud vector database, but you use a local database, like SQLite or ObjectBox. And the approach is the same. You index the base, and then you query, and your agent go to database and reach your context. Also use cases. Yeah, I'm trying to be faster. And last thing I would like to highlight. One more thing not covered yet. Compliance. So a lot of regulation rules we have around the globe, and especially in Europe, like European Union AI Act or GDPR. Let's skip China, South Korea, India, and US because we are in Europe. So AI Act, it's related not only to cloud, to on-device as well, because it regulates AI. But GDPR, we have a lot of benefits if you work with on-device, because we don't care about data crossing borders and everything else. Everything happens on device. We don't care. And we can avoid big fines if you did something wrong with transfer data. And people still don't trust AI and cloud. So we can use it as a marketing edge. So when they highlight that everything happens on device. And as I mentioned before, industry leaders already do this. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, they have a lot of cases with on device. So it's new paradigm of privacy. There's still a trade-off because power is not comparable with cloud. And related to power and size of your devices. But we have one more approach that can be used for these purposes. Hybrid. You can take best of the both worlds. Use on-device for privacy, offline, low latency, and free access, and cloud for complex tasks. So we just need to choose routing option. For example, no internet, use on-device. Like free subscription, use on-device. You need more power, go cloud, and so on. So my last slide is a strategic blueprint of using model on device. So we have use cases for on device, we have use cases for cloud, and we have hybrid that we can use for both. Thank you very much.